Hey guys, okay, so tonight I'm going to talk about something pretty serious. I'm going to tell you guys my bullying, my past life stories. I'll try to make it as quick as possible. The reason I'm making this video is because I want to help people out there that are being bullied, there are just in any way, like physical or even even to racism as well. Just was going through really hard times, in your family maybe or with your friends or anything like that. This is my story. I was born in Indonesia, in a it's like town near the big city, so it's kind of big as well. I was born in 1993, December 21st, and I lived there for 12 years. So exactly my 12th birthday, I moved to Australia, to a small town in Western Australia. Okay, so my eyes look really dark. So first, in Indonesia, when I was 5, my mom and my dad split up. They had a really bad relationship, and I'm okay with how everything ended up. So let's just start. So they were always fighting. They just weren't meant to be together. My mom was 17 when she married my dad, so she started really young. She didn't have anyone, so like my dad was like everything to her. So they got married, and then they had me and my 2 little brothers. And then when I was 5, when my last brother was actually about to be born, they divorced. My dad found someone better, which is he's still with her now. She's like an awesome stepmom, and they're really good together. And from him, I have another. From my stepmom, my dad, I have another 2 little sisters. And from my mom remarried, and then had another girl, and then she that wasn't really well my stepdad, but my mom is awesome, she's gorgeous, so she found somebody else, and this time is younger. Yes, my whole family, like, I swear all the women in my family are cougar, and my mom is finally found the one, and she's really happy. And she had another 2 kids, and they're only 2 years old now, the twin boys. So yes, I'm the oldest out of 8. Crazy, right? And I'm only 20. Anyway, so that's my family 3, whatever. So when my dad and mom got divorced, it was really hard for me. It was really hard for my mom to look after 3 kids by herself, single mother in a little tiny house. She didn't have a job because in Indonesia it's just so hard to find a job. So she worked because my mom has a beautiful voice, and she was outgoing, so she worked as how do you she's like an MC for weddings, so so what do you call it? Like the people that host weddings. So obviously she talks through the whole weddings. She makes the wedding. She makes the party going, and she sings as well. And that gig is only once a week. Like that's if she's lucky. Usually on Sundays, and she'll get paid about I remember $10 for that whole night. And it's a tiring job too, and it's far from home. We have to catch like the train. And that hundreds is the only thing we have for the whole week. It's crazy, right? Okay, so and my dad also was a struggling musicians. He was a singer, a lead singer, and a guitar player, I think, in a band. And except they do nightclubs, concerts, gigs, and stuff like that. That was his life. Both of my parents loved music, so that's what they did. But it's also a struggle because over there you don't get paid nothing, and that's only if you have the gigs as well. So it was really hard. Anyway, so yes, we weren't I wouldn't say we were poor because we still live. We had arms and like everything. We were under roof, but in money wise, yes, we were very poor. But it's what make us closer. And so anyway, so because we were so short in money, we never go out. I go to a little school, and 90% of the population in Indonesia or more are Muslims. Well, I'm a 7 days Adventist, so it's Christian, except we go to church on Saturdays. So it was hard because school was Monday to Saturday, and so I have to skip a lot of Saturdays at school. So I would get bullied, like, because they would know that I'm a Christian. I'll get bullied a lot for being a Christian. I get bullied a lot by the teacher for not coming to school. They hated me. Everyone hated me. there's come to cases where they would call me names. They write my name in the board saying Angela, the only Christian in class, bully her, especially when there's a war between America and one of the Muslims country. I don't remember in 2000. I don't remember, but that was horrible time for me. I had to like eat my food in the toilet. They hated me. My I wouldn't say my friends. They're my friends now because they're nice to me now, but they all hated me. And I was a pretty ugly kid too because I didn't really care about anything. I was just like whatever. But I was sensitive. I cried a lot because I don't know, like since I was young, my mom said I've been so sensitive, but and with everything that's going on in my life, I was so sensitive. But I was so focused in school, so I was like hitting it. Anyways, when I was 12, I realized when my mom met my stepdad before. So we're like, let's go to Australia. It's so much better. Mom's like, yeah, the people are friendlier, and you'll have a better future there. You love it there. I was so excited. So on my 12th birthday, we flew to Australia. Me and my brothers, and my little sister was born by then. And then yeah, so we flew here, and then I went to year 8, straight to year 8. And then like I was thinking big city, but no, we moved to the smallest town there could be in Western Australia. And I went to like a very small school, and there was hardly any Asian. There was like 2 Asians, and they were born there, so born in Australia, so they didn't have an accent or anything like that. So they were pretty much Australian. So I was different. Everyone was like, "Why doesn't she speak English? Why is she so stupid? Why does she look like that? Why is her eyes so chinky? Why does it smell like spring roll? Spring roll? I bet she eat dogs and cats. Oh my goodness, it's pretty much my life." So I thought I was here for a better life, but then I was bullied even more. And what's even worse, my mom and my stepdad was worse than my mom and my dad. They were just not meant to be. The age gap was pretty boom. And it's not just that, it's just they weren't meant to be. They were just not happy with each other, like it happens with relationship, right? They were not happy. They were fighting every day. I'd lock myself in the room, and yeah, I never go out with any of my friends because I really didn't have friends. But all the girls would go out and party and stuff, and I would just stay at home, look after my little sister, my little brother. And the bullying became so bad that one day I walked home, minding my own business, walked home. 4 of my high school classmates, whatever, followed me home. First they start throwing little rocks and dirt on me, and they're calling me names like, "Oh, you smell like dim sim. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, you're so chinky." All that stuff. I was like, whatever. I'm used to it. Keep walking, and they keep doing it. And I was like, look, can you just leave me alone? I was so innocent. I would never swear or go off on anyone. I just said, leave me alone. Then they wouldn't leave me alone. They started picking up hard newspaper that I rolled. I don't know if you guys know, but you roll them really, really like so they're thin, and then you cover it with plastic, so they're really hard. So they start picking that up and throwing it at me, and that hurts. That shit hurts. And so they start throwing that at me, and then yeah, and then I started crying, and I was like, look, can you please stop? But they didn't stop, and one of them was actually he actually lived next door to me. Anyway, so it was really awkward that he followed me home by himself after that, and then he just stopped. I went home. I was crying. Mom was like, "What's wrong?" I told her, but I would never tell the teachers or the school. And but what I didn't know, one of the girls saw it. She was having a hard time as well in school, so didn't have any friends, but she was my friend, and so she told the teacher what happened. And then when I came to school, everyone told me like, "Oh, what did you get those boys suspended? Like, what did you do?" So I was in the wrongs again for getting these boys suspended, even though I didn't do anything. But I was bullied till year 10. In year 10, I applied for a student council, and to be able to apply for student council, I had to make a speech and speak in front of the whole school. That was a challenge. Speaking in front of a whole school that freaking hates me. That was a freaking challenge. And I speak no good English. But because of and guess what? I get voted in. Maybe because no one else maybe applied. But there was 4 of us, and because of being a student council that whole year, I had to do a lot of public speaking. I had to do a lot of like speaking and communicating, and that really improved my English. So I'm so thankful to God for showing me that path to become a student counselor. And after that, I gained more confidence. I stopped hating myself because I don't care what people think anymore, you know? Like, I am up here, I'm getting better grades than you, whatever, you know? And my English was improving. So by the time I was in year 11, I made friends like this, you know? I made friends like this. I make friends with anyone. And that was great. But then my study went down because I can't focus with social life and study. It was just hard, especially when I never really have much friends. So year 11 and 12, it was good. So I know there is a lot of you guys that are getting bullied out there. And to top it off, maybe you guys have a like crappy family, like not crappy family, like crappy situations or things going on in your inside your family as well, or maybe like you know like your. But I don't know like how I did it. I think it's because I have so much faith in the future. I just didn't look at that moment it's going to last forever. I just saw, you know what, whatever, like, because I am better than them. You know, I'm going to prove them that I am going to be better than them, and it's so okay. I'm gonna cry. Okay, I'm not gonna cry. It's emotional to think about it that you know I have to go through all of that. You know, I have to go through such hard time with my family, with my friends, school. Like I had no, my mom couldn't really support me because she has her own problem. My mom has so my mom has her own problem. She went through a hard life, worse than mine. So she's my inspiration. She and oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys. She got remarried 2 years ago, and she's so happy. And I cannot be happy to see my mom this happy. She deserves it. She deserves to be this happy. She deserves more than this. So my mom is an inspiration to keep me strong. And it's just so hard, you know, like what I went through. To me, that was difficult, but I had faith, strong faith to God, and I had strong faith in my future that it's gonna be better, and it is. There's a lot of time that I want to give up. There's a lot of time that I would want to hurt myself. A lot of time where I would just want to end my life. But then I didn't, and I can't be any more happier that I didn't, that I'm still alive. I cannot be more happy that I wake up every single morning breathing, because life is crazy wonderful. Because it makes me so sad. I'm so sorry, I'm emotional. It makes me so sad that I see people taking away their own life because of bullying and because of hard times. And like, you know, that's why we is a lot of more bigger problems and like than what I went through. And maybe you guys are having a harder time, but I just, it's sad to see you guys give away for such little things now. Even like bullying in the internet, you guys just have to close that page and tell yourself you're not what they say you are. You just have to look at the future, because you will be happy in the future. You just have to stay positive, have positive vibes, fight for what you want, and ignore those people because you deserve better than that. You know, and if you're religious, then like, you know, pray to your God. I don't know what your God is. I pray to my God and I feel so much better. And you know what? He gives me answers. He does. You know, there's time when I want to give up and I would have a dream about how my life would actually be if I was like dead. Like, and you know, this, it's crazy. But I just don't want to see, you know, depression and all this stuff taking over the world, because you know, I know so many close people to me that has depression, and it makes me sad, you know. And you know, they're fighting for their life, and but you just have to keep going. You just like in Nemo, you just have to keep swimming. Like Nemo said, you just have to keep swimming. But I hope my story helps somehow. Sorry I got so emotional. It's not, I hope it's not too long. But yeah, positive side, I am happy, I'm confident. You know, I'm working in like retail, hospitality, marketing. I'm working in where I meet people every day. I used to hate people. You know, now I'm a people person, you know. Sometimes I'll do like my space stuff. Second thing, you know, those four boys apologized to me 2 years, I think 2 years ago they apologized to me. And after that they also complimented me. That's actually, you know, that they were like, look, like, we're sorry about what happened. You know, it's not going to be forever bad. Please have faith. please have faith. And yeah, you guys all have a good week, have a good weekend. Study help, and yeah, stay strong. Bye, guys.